was a phrase that Charlie Parker played on confirmation. In this video, we'll talk about this phrase with the intention of getting deeper into the bebop language. If you get value out of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to keep up with our new releases. All right, well, let's get started. So we have F, A flat, and F in that first measure. So only two notes, so not a lot to go on there, but it actually suggests a little more of the B flat sound. When we get to that second measure on the sheet there, we have this collection of tones. So that sound is a little outside of the B flat 7. So we end up with this B flat minor triad. Now the B flat minor triad sits a half step above the A minor triad, which we're going to move towards a bit later. So it creates a little tension. On beat 3 of that second measure, we have these tones, and that's going to connect over to the F sharp on that measure 3. So we might imagine that we have the sound of, or the implied sound of A minor on this beats 3 and through 4. So just hear the sound. And then on measure 3 there, you have F sharp, A, C, E flat. So let's talk a little bit about where that's coming from. If we had a D7 flat 9, we could play this F sharp diminished 7 arpeggio, and that would sit right with that sound. Because D7 flat 9 is D, F sharp, A, C, and E flat. So before we go any further, what you're going to find when you analyze some of these solos is there are progressions embedded inside the line that Charlie Parker is playing, which may differ from the overall progression of the tune. So sometimes you might play a change early, sometimes you might play a change late, or go back and forth between changes. So as you're looking through this, like we're looking through this now, try not to get everything to conform to the written chords. Think of things as being a little bit elastic. So again, to that measure 3 on this page, the chord is D7, but we see and hear a G minor triad. Okay, so that makes sense in the overall scheme of things, because we said these tones at the beginning of measure 3 have a lot to do with D7, and then D7 flat 9 will resolve to G minor, so it really makes sense. Now on the end of 4, and then beat 1, and the end of beat 1, we have A, C, A. So this may imply an A minor triad, although we don't have an E, so it's hard to say that. But in the context of the line, that we'll see that there are quite a few triads here, and this would kind of make sense in the flow of things. So let's keep going. In measure 4 there on the screen, we have B flat, D, F. So that's a B flat major triad. So it kind of appears that, or sounds like, we have a stepwise triad kind of motion. So imagine the sound of G minor, A minor, B flat major, and C7. So G minor, A minor, B flat, and then C. And then resolving to the F. Another way to look at measures 3 and 4 there is, of course, the D7, flat 9, and then you're thinking, okay, G minor 7, and then D7, back to G minor 7, and then C, 7, and then resolving to the F major 7. So when it comes to analyzing, try to make different insights happen and use some theory to try to explain why something sounds the way it does. Let's look a little deeper into the C7 moment. You may have heard of the Bebop scale, and you can apply this to dominant 7th type chords. So if we had a dominant 7 kind of bebop scale, you can hear that the last 4 notes I played are actually these notes in the line. Okay, so that's something that you can use as a concept between the 7 and the root note of C to connect that with a half step in between. And then we just have really nice, strong voice leading moment here from the C, B flat landing on the 3rd of the F major. So a couple takeaways on voice leading there. We have this moment from the G to the F sharp, right? So, right? So that's an important and key moment of voice leading. Then we have the E flat that goes to the D. So we hear, okay, so those are important moments. Okay, and then there towards the end of the phrase, we have, right, which is a nice resolution on C7 to F. Try this line out with Band in a Box like I did at the beginning of the video, or iReal Pro, or set up your own backing track. Really get inside the sound of each note and how it interacts with the harmony. This phrase happens at the first chorus right at the end of the form. So I'll go through this line for you. Fret 18 on string 2. Sliding down to fret 9 for the A flat there. So I'm playing that high up because I just want to stay on the same string. Okay, now measure 2 on the screen there. We have position 6, and then I move down to position 5. Position 4 on measure 3 there. Position 5, okay, and then measure 4. Now I'm using finger 2 so that I can do a slide and put myself into position 7 for this triplet, and then go to position 10, and complete the phrase. Thanks for checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and check out the live stream. Leave a comment down below if you have any insights into this. It's fun to analyze these phrases and see what you can find, so please do share. All right, well, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great practice session.